Hey everybody! So I decided try something new for the channel. I don't often remember my dreams, but when I do, I'm gonna try to explain them on camera because people always say that dreams mean something in your like subconscious and all this stuff. But I don't know if I believe that because all of mine are so fucking crazy and weird and changing and all that, which is true for a lot of people. But mine just think they're extra weird. So luckily, this one is still really fresh in my mind. Um, at least most. I mean, I know there are other details I forgot. No dreams are, but I'll just go ahead into it. So in my dream were two friends, and we'll call them Bob and Joe. They're not their real names, but we'll call them Bob and Joe. And it started out in this ice cream store. Now I think I know why this is. It's because I've been eating a lot of like ice cream popsicles. So that's probably what triggered that. And I remember something about like a killer raspberry flavor they had that I wanted to try. So I go up to the counter. This very young girl is working there, and she's getting really excited. She's getting really excited, trying to like whisper something to me, and I couldn't quite hear. She said something about, oh, that's, and she finally comes around the corner. I think I don't remember exactly. I'm just going on for not. I think I remember. And he's like, that's Friday, Friday. That's Friday, Friday. And I have no idea who Friday, Friday is. Um, and I think it's some kind of band or something. And so I sit down with Bob and Joe, and then I found out, like, I don't know if this was told to me, but or if it was like cyclically put into my head, and I just happened to just know it as you do in dreams. But then it was Friday. Friday was a cartoon. I guess the three people behind me were supposed to be creators, and she was a big fan. I actually understand where that comes from too, is because I'm not in a lot of the like the new stuff, the new cartoons, the new music, and there have been a lot of times I hear a name, I'm like, well, who the fuck's that? But the weird thing about this part was there was something really like stood out about the girl. It definitely wasn't attraction. Was not attraction. 'Cause like I said, he was a lot younger. But I think it was like she seemed kind of naive and like an easy target for like asshole people and like people take advantage of her. So it was like I almost wanted to like look out for her in a weird way. Remember, this is a dream, so things are crazy. And I don't know, it just felt like something like that. And then Joe, rather, he makes a smart comment to her like, "Oh, you must be really young" or something like that. I think because of the Friday Friday thing again, must have been some like really new thing, whatever. So we leave the ice cream shop, and I remember this in pretty good detail, which is really rare. So standing in front of the ice cream shop, looking forward, there's a path off to the right, and then a bit to the left and up is a dirt hill. I think I know where this comes from. We're building a house behind this one for me to live in, and to get to and from it, you have to go up a big hill. And you used to have a lot of dirt when they were building the house. I think that's what that comes from. So somehow, in leaving the ice cream shop, I got separated from Bob and Joe, and I think there might have been a third person there, but I'll explain why in a minute. But I don't remember them. So I go to the right, and I end up, and this is one I don't remember too well. It was like a collection of trailers or small buildings, maybe like some kind of maintenance area, some kind of outside maintenance area or something. And there was some kind of wall or gate or blockade at the end. And I could have gotten through it, and later in the dream we do, but I'm like, okay, we didn't go this way. We didn't come from this way, so we can't go. We wouldn't go that way because at this point we're trying to get to a fair. So I turn back. I go back past the ice cream shop, and I go up the dirt hill, and then Bob and Joe start running down the hill, and like I could tell it was them. I don't know if they had masks on or just had something on their face, like something just like put straight on their face like that. They looked weird. And they said they had been off smoking weed. So it's like, okay. And they're going to do it again. So we're looking for a secluded place to do it. And so we go back, like, if we were from the ice cream shop, back to the right where the maintenance area was. We get there, and we get to the maintenance area, and we go on past the gate or wherever we get over it. We're walking, all of a sudden we step on this, like, it's another dirt area filled with dirt, and I think this is again from all the construction and stuff, but we step on this, like, wire matting. It's like a green cloth, a green plastic. If you ever seen chicken wire, where it's like the wire's like, and then it has crisscross like this, like little squares. We were on that, and for some reason we all at once thought we were in a minefield. I don't know where that fucking comes from at all. I have no fucking idea. But so we're sitting there, we're freaking out, and we're afraid to move, but we only taken a couple steps onto this place. We don't know where the mines are, so I'm like, Joe, go, or whoever. I'm getting Bob and Joe mixed up. Whoever I say, Bob, I think it is. I'm like, go. I see a sign. I see where we came from, the edge of it. I see a sign. I'm like, go check that sign. Go check out that sign. See if it's a minefield. So he's kind of reluctant, of course. So he finds us. He gets over there. He's like, come here. You gotta see this sign. So I do a couple quick hops, far hops over to it. And I don't remember what the sign said. I think it said something about some kind of electricity or some weird thing, or it was energy or some shit. But it wasn't a minefield. I don't know where the sign came from either. So we leave there, and now in front of the ice cream shop there might have been a path to the left, but I think either that was blocked off or for some reason we just never took it. We go back up the hill, and this is the weirdest part about it. So we're looking for this fair for some fucking reason. And we come across what in my head in the dream was some kind of town or some kind of city, but it had like a big wall, like a castle or something, with an opening. I don't remember if there was a drawbridge, like a gate or not. But we went over a bridge as you would to a castle, and we went inside. This is the weird part. It was several small square rooms built with like after one another, almost in the succession, almost not like a maze, but the one here, 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 all adjacent to each other. So you'd walk into one, there might be one in front of you and to either side of you, or maybe there's just one here, or just one here, just one here, or whatever. If you've ever been in the McDonald's play, which I'm sure you have, if you've ever been in the McDonald's play place, it's kind of like that, the small rooms-ish. But it was almost like a Munchkin land, too. Not from the Wizard of Oz. It wasn't like nothing like that. But there are lots of little people running around. And I think they were like kind of kids and kind of munchkins, like adults. Maybe they was like the group was mixed up, but it was like that. It was almost like an amusement park in a way, like an attraction, like some kind of, not like a fun house, but some kind of like thing you walk through. But it was also some kind of school, because I think they were sitting at their desk and like being taught. So Bob, we go to one room, we go left in the next room. And there's a big square window, because all the windows are square, but there's no glass in them, so you can just go out of them. Again, well, you can't do this in a McDonald's play place, but that's what it reminded me of. But, so he gets on this ladder, and the rungs of the ladder and then like the sides of the ladder that you hold on to as you're going up are very thin. The whole time he's on it, it's shaking like this. I'm like, I'm not getting on that. That thing's shaky at best. So me and Joe are trying to find another way around. We go back out. We're in this room. I think this is the classroom. This is the room with the ladder outside. We go back into the first room we're in. We go forward and then we go right. If I'm remembering correctly. There's another big window, and below it is like a pool, like a recreational pool or something, like a water or again a music park. Now, this is not the fair we were looking for. I remember thinking that in the dream, like this is kind of a fair, but this is not the one we're looking for. So Joe, at this point, if I remember my people correctly, he gets out the window, he holds it, and he jumps into the water. Cause it's a little bit down, but it's not so far down where you really get hurt if you were careful. So but it's still kind of far down. So I'm kind of I gotta be careful about this. Start to jump, and I feel something on my toe, and I look down, and it's a very small yellow wire, like just barely on my toe. I just kind of grab it, throw it off. Not sure where that came from, like why. So then I don't remember if that point if I jumped or the dream ended. But if it ended, either I ended right there, or as soon as I jumped, it ended. I almost want to say I jumped. But anyway, that's it. It just changed so much from the ice cream shop to the minefield, which wasn't a minefield, to the weird fantasy castle, Munchkin Land, school, play place, amusement park, weird whatever the fuck it was. So some of those aspects can be explained, like the ice cream shop, ice cream bars, the hill, the hill going down to the new house. I think that's one other thing that I thought I could kind of explain. Oh yeah, the sheeting thing was kind of like construction or something, but like the green wire thingy. But yeah, if anybody can at all interpret that shit, let me know, because I have no fucking clue.